All right, pizza's on its way. Okay, so let's blast through. We're gonna move off the trans thing, but
Wait, do we have to pretend that surgically turning your genitals inside out and pretending that it's a vagina isn't gross, though?
That is not gross.
That's super duper gross.
Disgusting.
They slice it. Have you seen them do it? Have you actually looked up the surgery and
circumcision isn't gross then? If
It
that's
is
what
gross.
That is gross.
against it.
But it's
So
even
once it's
worse
healed, is
to
it gross?
slice open a dick and flip it inside out, and then you got to stick stuff in there to try to keep it open, and it smells, and there's like all these problems.
Rachel Wilson, aka Andrew Wilson's wife, destroys woke feminist on whatever podcast. As Rachel Wilson debates this woke feminist about genitalia and transgenderism, and Rachel Wilson completely destroys this woke feminist logic. Let's get in.
what is a woman?
What is a woman?
Yeah, what is a woman?
Whatever the chromosomes are, I don't remember if it's the XX or the
it's
XY,
not just-
but whatever.
it's not just
like,
identity?
It's the chromosomes, and that is what a biological. Or are we talking about female?
He said, what's a
women.
woman?
Woman would be someone that identifies as a woman.
A woman is somebody. A cat is a fucking cat. Okay, super helpful.
My gender fluid cat.
I don't know
What
to
is a
tell
woman?
you.
I can't spay my cat. She identifies as a male.
What is a woman?
Like,
Wait, just say it. Say it.
Everyone in this room right now, we're at this table besides you.
Okay.
No,
What
that's
is a
our Royal
woman?
Highness.
I think it can have multiple definitions. Biologically, it's with the X chromosome.
XX chromosome
Yes.
is female. X
Exactly.
Y
So-
is male.
Biologically, yes.
Biologically.
But I don't agree
So a
with the
man
fact
can't become a woman then.
biologically, no. But trans people know this. They know that they know the biology.
don't.
How?
I've never met a transgender person
How
that
do they
wasn't
not know the
aware that their
biology?
biology is.
If two males
I don't know
have
what to say.
But if
sex,
someone feels like a woman, they
Why
are
the
a
fuck
woman.
do you guys care
Why
so
is
much?
it my
Like, why is this even a topic
Because-
of conversation?
Why don't you care?
Why don't you
Because
care?
obviously you guys are never
It's
like
not my
you're married.
business.
I don't know if you have a boyfriend. I don't remember.
You didn't pay attention. It's fine.
But either way, like you
why
guys.
do you care is not an argument.
if it makes
It
them
is, because
happy
why
and it
does it
makes
have
them
anything to do with
comfortable?
you?
Why can't you just
I'll
be
give
an
you
adult and have
wait.
a conversation?
Oh my god. Okay, I tried to give you when you asked that. I gave you one reason,
Yes.
which is I would want that to be disclosed because I'm a heterosexual male. I date women. If transgender women are women, I don't want to date
How
a
often do you
transgender.
ran into one though? What is the chances of this
wouldn't
scenario
matter.
coming to
It wouldn't
fruition?
matter.
You
It wouldn't
care about all
matter.
kinds of stuff that doesn't affect you.
No, but
You have
also-
cared about
chances
things
of
all
coming into fruition?
podcasts long that don't affect you
On
personally.
dating apps.
So what?
On dating apps, I'm not on dating apps anymore, but tons of trans women on dating apps, tons. And it's conceivable that a straight man could be duped. I'll give you a few other reasons why it matters. Yeah, kids should not be getting fucking hormones and puberty
That's so
blockers.
fucked.
Leave the fucking kids alone. They don't belong in the sports. And
They don't belong
truth.
in women's bathrooms or women's spaces.
And the truth matters inherently.
Yes. If we can't agree on reality, we've got big problems, and we're seeing that right now.
Why are you so sure that it's improbable for this to happen, but also unsure of the stats behind it?
Because I haven't done research on it.
You haven't.
Mike.
Oh, sorry, I haven't done research on it.
So my question was, how are you so sure? She's
Because
not.
of my real life experience. None of you have ever had
Your
this situation.
real life
How many people are
experience
having
does not equate to the rest of the world.
Are
you listening at all?
I'm severely doubting that would happen to you.
I don't care what you doubt because you don't know anything at all besides what's trending on Twitter.
I've never
okay?
heard this happen to
Like-
anyone in my entire life.
So, okay, wait, question for you.
I don't
Question
care.
for you,
I
real
don't
quick.
care. It's not my problem.
It's fine that you don't care. I have a question for you, though. How many transgendered confirmed people have you met in... This is a two-parter, okay?
In my life.
How many confirmed transgender people have you spoken to physically?
I think 3.
How many transgender people are there in the world?
No fuck.
Does anybody want
Exactly.
I want to go
I'm
to
down
bed.
for pizza.
pizza?
I'm down for pizza.
Can't eat gluten.
Of course.
I know.
Fake kitty cat is not only fucking gross and an abomination to nature, but is also completely disrespectful to biological women. Agree. Brian's ear to the fake kitty was funny as hell. LMFAO.
I feel like I have something for, I don't know, I can't find it. Yeah, no, that is, I do want to say,
That's fucking disgusting. Oh,
I don't know how you could call another human disgusting. I just think that's so fucked up.
What about?
Pedophiles are disgusting humans, but
Oh,
so you're putting transgender people and pedophiles on the same level?
No, I'm not. But you're
You just
Other
called a
people.
transgender person disgusting, and then said, "What about pedophiles?"
He said their
I didn't
fake
say that.
vagina was.
He said the
I didn't say
vagina
that.
was
I
disgusting.
didn't
The
say-
fake
No,
vaginas
well, I
are
think
disgusting.
deceiving a straight man into fucking you when you're a biological male, I find that disgusting. I find it morally reprehensible. I think you have a duty
It's
to
being
disclose.
dishonest.
And I do
Like,
think.
you already said
now,
it was not
by
good
the
to
way,
be
just to be
dishonest.
clear, I don't have like hatred for trans people. I believe many of them suffer from a mental illness. Some of them do it for attention. They have body, is it dysmorphia or
Dysphoria.
Dysphoria. They have body or gender dysmorphia, and I don't want them to be attacked. I don't want them to get beat up. I don't want them to face any violence. I want them to maneuver in the world in a positive way, as positive as they can, and I hope good things for them. I have no resentment or hatred for these people. But if you're asking me in a situation where they could conceivably deceive somebody into having sex with them, or I would find it disgusting, for example, if a parent were to give their children in furtherance of gender affirming care, the hormones or whatever, or puberty blockers, that's disgusting. It's
The data
reprehensible.
that's come out on that now is like that shit's over, because for a few years they could get away with saying, oh, we think that gender affirming care helps, and now we've got another 10 years of data showing that it's really, really bad as far as outcomes.
They're not even personally, I'm very thankful that
Is
I
it
was
better?
born in 81 versus now, because
Seriously.
I
feel
at
so
5'10",
bad for
I've
these
always
kids.
been a tall, skinny girl. I got teased
Yeah.
for having small breasts, and I could easily see if I was born today
Yeah.
that somebody would be, oh, you're in the wrong body.
yeah.
You should
I was
be
a
boy."
tomboy growing up.
Oh, I was
Like when
too.
I turned 10,
I got called
my
a boy
dad
a
told me
number
I
of
could get
times.
whatever haircut I wanted, and I got a buzz cut, and I acted like a boy, and I played with boys, and I had like a radical Marxist mom, and I think if it was 30 years later, she would have pushed me toward maybe being a boy. I don't know, but
I have the
yeah.
exact same experience. I was a tomboy growing up
Yeah,
too,
and I was super uncomfortable with my lady body till I was like 19.
I wore boys'
It
clothes.
took-
Well,
me too.
And as a
that's
minor, if I wanted
normal.
to get
It's
a
normal.
breast augmentation, it would have been really hard to find a surgeon that would have done that to me as a minor.
Yeah.
You know, I think by the time I got to have my brain fully developed, I was like, I'm good with what
Yeah.
I have, and
Yeah.
All right, pizza's on its way. Okay, so let's blast through. We're going to move off the trans thing, but
Wait, do we have to pretend that surgically turning your genitals inside out and pretending that it's a vagina isn't gross, though?
That is not gross.
Notice how most of the panel actually have common sense and this woman doesn't. The fact that she's like, oh, that's not gross, clearly tells her IQ by a lot. And let me tell you, it's not a lot. She doesn't have a lot of IQ. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, yeah, that is disgusting. To answer that question, yeah. And people with common sense are tired of pretending that it's not. And like Brian said, he couldn't have said it better. Like, nobody wants to hurt these mentally ill people. But we have to call a spade here. And we cannot be pretending, biting our tongues, or shilling for this type of nonsense. And it really shouldn't be tolerated whatsoever. Let's continue.
Super duper
It's
gross.
disgusting.
They slice it. Have you seen them do it? Have you actually like looked up
Yeah.
the surgery
And
and seen it?
circumcision isn't gross then? If
It
that's
is
what-
gross.
That is gross too.
Against it.
But it's
So
even
once it's
worse
healed, is
to
it gross?
slice open a dick and flip it inside out, and then you got to stick stuff in there to try to keep it open, and it smells, and there's like all these problems.
Wait.
It's just no.
And then
That's a-
the
wait,
lasting,
Wait.
lifelong pharmaceuticals you're gonna have to put in your body.
Yeah.
Even take out the surgery, like that's not good
wait.
for you.
So okay, Rachel, you asked a really good question. So you have an objection to the like the genitalia preference.
Yeah.
I have an objection. What do you mean by that?
Well, so okay, you object to the categorization that it's gross. So what about this? What if I think it's a gross for me?
Then that's fine.
Well, hold on. What if I think it's gross for me to cross swords with not a trans woman, but a dude?
Sword fight.
Like I would think it's gross to touch my penis to another dude's penis.
Then don't touch your penis to another dude's
No,
penis.
but is it
It's not a
okay?
penis anymore once it's a vagina. That makes no sense.
Is that okay?
Wait,
He's
asking if
stop.
it's
Still is though.
Listen to the question. This is not a trans person. This is a gay male.
Okay.
Is it wrong for me to find it gross for me to touch my penis to another man's penis?
Yes, you're allowed to think that is gross.
Okay.
Okay, but you're saying it's not gross. So if that same penile tissue is inverted into a surgically incised hole in the man's pubic or the transgender woman's pubic area, it's still the same tissue, you agree,
It
right?
is the same tissue, but it's not
the
a penis
same-
anymore.
It's a penis
don't
that's flipped
care.
inside out.
It's
It is
worse.
still a penis.
It's even
It's a
fucking
mutilated
worse.
penis.
Because it's like a hole with
a wound.
A wound, and it's like, I'll be honest,
festering.
this is gonna sound gay as fuck. I'd rather cross swords than insert into a hole, like
I know you sword
a
fight in your
penis
free time.
hole. Like, that's crazy,
To
dog.
me, it's
I'm so
on
sorry.
par with,
I hope
like,
you guys never run into
inserting
any
it into,
these-
like,
To the audience that's watching this, I apologize. I know this sounds graphic and gross and whatnot, but we had to call it out for what it is. And what Brian stated was definitely factual, as well as Rachel Wilson flaming this delusional feminist who clearly is living in La La Land, thinking that that's not gross and whatnot, and thinking that these kids, that trans people are women, when clearly they're not. So I digress. We must call out the stupidity. We really must call out the stupidity. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, share your thoughts, like the video. We'll see you on the next one.